Hey, it's Amanda, and you are watching a segment from 100 videos in 100 days. This started out as a challenge to myself to prove that freedom can come from authenticity and vulnerability, and that life doesn't have to be perfect or look perfect, it doesn't have to feel perfect to be valuable, to really be valuable. And that you don't have to wait to share your gifts till it all looks a certain way. And this is also about what the cost is of waiting to share your gifts. I didn't have a YouTube channel before this. I never did a video of myself. I didn't even like to see myself in camera. So am I scared every time I do this? Yes. But I'm here. I'm showing up, because I'm committed to this conversation about freedom. And the freer I get, I believe the freer you will get. So I invite you to participate as you can. There's no editing here. I get one take. So if it all goes to hell, you go with me. There may be swearing, there may be crying. I may get up and walk around. It's the game. It's authentic and vulnerable. I will look different every day. So that's really the point of it, is in life there's no editing, there's no redos. So who are you going to be? How are you going to show up? What would that look like? And what would be possible if you just showed up exactly as you were and let the cards fall? Would that be freeing? It is to me. And if it is to you, I hope you get something out of these. If there's anything that I say that rubs you wrong or feels off, discard it immediately. It's not for you. It's for whoever needs it, and most likely for me. So when this turns off and the next one turns on, I will be sitting here quietly with my eyes closed. You're not walking into any special session that you're not supposed to see. Everything's transparent here. So I started this to have context in the beginning, because I can see people are jumping in the middle of the series, and I just want to make sure everyone feels included. So I will see you soon. The red flush is coming. For a few seconds anyway. So funny. Ever since that number 30 video where I just let it all out for that hour, said things I never say, and finding this whole gives you power, the pain thing, being okay with my pain, their pain, and feelings. And I realized I got 62 more to go. How many more I have? I know, I always think you guys can help me. No one can help me. Anyway, long way to go still. So, can't fathom further down the road, because life is not it's just not even close to what it was when I started. I feel like I've studied and learned so much my whole life, and doing this and who I've had to be to show up and be on these videos has given me the ability to actually take all the things I've learned about and implement them. And a lot of what I've learned just came from these. I mean, they aren't necessarily things I was taught. It's part of why I wanted to do it, because when I talk to people in conversations, this is pretty much what they sound like. It's just how I talk. And it tends to be a stream of consciousness, just like these videos. So when I'm talking, a lot of times, like, all these light bulbs are going off. Like, oh, I never thought of it that way. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, if I could do that. Oh, gosh, what would that be like? That's what it's like for me, listening to myself when I talk to other people, and that's originally how I wanted to do videos. But the fact that I'm terrified to be on camera and it's just focused on me, well, then that's where there was to go, because that's what I was afraid of. So here we are. But when I re-listen to these, it's like when I'm listening to a conversation with someone. I get all this information out of it. So I'm not trying to figure it out or think it out. It's just coming out. So I just feel like life is forever altered by these few concepts that have keep proving to be accurate, but they've unlocked things in me that I didn't know how to lock any other way. And I knew, at least my experience was this, no one else could unlock it for me. I could go to all these therapists and counselors and trainers and coaches, but I had to do it. I know, so I'll have an ability to coach myself and to see things. Like if I do a worksheet, I can be brutally honest, and I'm very fast with the way to turn things around and stuff. And some people have a harder time with that. I know it's because I've been working on this process since I was small. I can remember trying to sort things out and refigure thoughts and things since I was little. So I think I've just had a lot of practice, and I'm willing to be brutally honest with myself. That's usually what trips people up when they do this kind of worksheets, is it gets the part where it gets uncomfortable, and then the ego doesn't want to go there, so it won't let you dig very deep. But I needed things to come from me. I needed to teach me and to be able to own what I was saying, to be able to reshare it with people if I wanted to. And also because I believe we all have that truth for us inside of us. And anytime we go to someone to have it extracted, it is helpful, of course. But there's always a sense of that someone else is the one that can sort you out. I'd like to think, it may not be true, that we could all be our own coaches. I know I said a long time ago, and it doesn't mean that I don't think there aren't people that should go talk to other people. I don't know, maybe they can't go in and look the way I do, or coach the way I do, or can't see things the way I do. I get it's a little different. But ideally, if everyone could go inside and do that, then I don't know, there's just a different sense of empowerment and peace and ease, because you're not relying on someone to turn you out. You just gotta be quiet, feel, and look. And then the truth that you need, that no one else can know, can come forward. And then you can act on it. And it's, I don't know, it's just unlocking something in there for you. Something I noticed when I was getting ready today, because I'm going out again. See, it's number 38 today. I've done more in a week since number 30, when I worked on the thought, I don't have the right to play. I've done more in the last week than I have probably in 4 or 5 months. Easily. I think every day or almost every day I've gone out and done something. I even had a text and said, I'm like, yep, this is your mom. I know I'm not showing up how I normally do. But here I am again. Let's go. Let's go do something. Oh, just so much. There's no way to explain it. It's like a whole other video series. God forbid. I had someone ask me, when the 100 days are up, do you think you'll maybe do like a weekly one? Or, what are you thinking about? I don't know. Maybe I'd consider something like that, but I'd like to see what people are getting out of this. I mean, it's fine that I can do this because it is completely for me, and I'm, when I start these, it's like, what am I going to learn today? That starts to be my experience. Not, hope this turns out, hope they like it, hope no one tears me apart, hope, hope, hope. No, it's just like, gosh, what's going to come out today? Because I get to be a witness to it, kind of like when I'm talking to someone. I get to actually sit and watch this again and save it. And my kids get to watch it, and I can't imagine a better gift to give myself or my children. what they're getting out of it. Oh, this is, no. It's miraculous. I don't hardly know them. In a good way. I hardly know myself. In a good way. So when I was getting ready today, not only was I thinking, gosh, I wonder what I'm going to learn, which is bizarro for me, because I wasn't trying to control it. But I also had the experience of feeling, well, I was actually trying to figure out what it was. Because I was like, oh, I feel happy. And I went, that's not it. That's not the word. Because I could feel other emotions with it. Kind of all touching on the experience of happy. And then I was thinking about it and I went, it's feeling fulfilled. And the difference between, so people might say, well, if you feel fulfilled, you feel happy. It's like, well, that's a byproduct of it, but it isn't actually being happy. And so when I tell people, you know, they're selling us on happy, and I'm telling you, it's a fucking scam. Don't go to happy. Don't do it. It's something you're chasing, and you can't get something you're chasing. It's, you know, like the perfect figure, the perfect body. Don't do it. First of all, even if you got it, it's not yours. That's someone else's image of happy. So don't chase someone else's image. It's not yours. It's not for you. Okay? So don't do that. Remember I talked about emotions? What does happy look like to you if you authentically sit there and feel it? But what... It really is no different than sad and anger and stuff. It's all the same rainbow. Okay? So how that shows up is happy is still something we're sold on. It's still something, a thing that our mind tells us about. The reason why happiness is tricky is because when we feel happy, we make all the other emotions wrong. The problem with that is you need all the other emotions to feel happy because you only feel happy when you think they're not there. So you're comparing. Try and slow this down a little bit because it's important. So so you're chasing happy because of the story about happiness. And things felt less stressful. You feel like you had to save someone. You didn't feel like you had to help mom or help dad or save a sibling or whatever it was when you're small, because when it's happy, it's representative in holidays, in funny moments, in vacations. It's things that are detouring lots of times from the normal way of life. So when you go on a trip, people think, oh, I got to go away and I have to escape to feel happy, to clear my mind on stuff. Well, does it help? Yes, because it gives different perspectives. So that is helpful. But if you have to leave to be happy, then I would check that out. Because lots of times people will go to an event. I've watched my kids do this over and over again. I don't like it when they go to concerts and things like that because they are so up emotionally, and when they come home, they go into this depression. It's actually something called like the post-concert depression. But it's how life works. So when you go to happy, the mind, just like when you're sad or angry, it gives you pictures of you weighed down in an extreme situation. So if you feel sad, or at least your body wants to feel sad, your mind will show you sad to an extreme. Depression, darkness, you'll never get out, all this stuff. And it does the reverse with happy. It shows you, well, it does an extreme the same, but it shows you just nirvana almost. Like when you go out and you get ready and you go to a concert or something, when your mind, you think you look like a supermodel. I don't care what you really look like. You think that's what you look like. The way you walk starts to be different, right? The way that you interact. You can even see in your mind like, I think I totally looked cute when I laughed there. Ha ha ha. Or you're watching them on the concert and you think you could be a backup dancer suddenly, right? And but it's a high. And even when you have a great moment, it isn't just like you sit and just feel the moment. You're just like, oh my gosh, I'm the best at this ever. Holy crap, oh my gosh, why don't I realize how amazing I am? And it just gets weird. But because the mind is less afraid of that, it'll keep you over there, because the stories over here are so strong and it's not accepted by society. So it'll let you go over here, but it'll ramp it up. And the only problem with ramping it up is it's not real either. So I have a daughter that she gets scared when she feels happy, because she's like, because then the anger and the sadness come up so strong. It's like, no, it's that it was ramped up so high and you weren't paying attention. You weren't being present in the moment. It ran with happy and then it went to an extreme. So when they talk about people that are, I don't like the word bipolar, only because I don't want people to go, well, but there's really something wrong. Well, maybe something wrong with everything. I don't know. But it's irrelevant. The experience is being really up and then super low. But I think in general, because I think they say something like 80% of people actually can pass the bipolar test. And that's simply because you're not present. When happy comes, it's nirvana. And then when it drops, normal everyday things are uncomfortable. And it's only because you weren't watching when you were happy. You weren't present to it. So why does all this matter? Well, one, because it sucks to feel like you're bipolar and something's wrong with you when you're sold bullshit about happy. That should be the name of my book. Happiness is bullshit. You know what isn't bullshit? Fulfillment. Being fulfilled. That's the state of presence, being fulfilled. And being fulfilled, F-U-L-L, is all the emotions are here present. And you are how you are in the moment, and you're not fighting off this, you're not clawing at that, you just are. And there's a sense of grace and peace and wellness, wholeness that come with that. And that's what I felt like I was experiencing today. And so I know maybe most people don't pay attention like this, but I'm literally like, okay, where's this one? Emotion's here. This one's touching this one. Yep, check, check, check. Everybody's here. And I feel fulfilled anyway. Because you'd be told, well, gosh, if you feel any sadness or any kind of thing over here, then you couldn't fulfill. Well, when it's not controlling me, I don't have any problem with it. It's being surrounded by people that are supporting me in their way. So what the difference would look like between fulfilled and happiness if they were accepting an Academy Award? Happiness would go up and go, I did it! I did it! Look at me, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I can't be even happier. I'm going to show you guys how happy I can be. Happy, 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 happy. Look at the happiness dress I'm wearing. Look at the happiness makeup I'm wearing. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put this in my happiness house. Happy, happy, happy. I did it, I did it, I did it. Fulfilled goes up and thanks everyone that supported them and helped them get there where they were today. And that means the shitty people and the amazing supportive people. It took both sides to get that person. It's like that doctor that made fun of me for taking pain pills. She was an asshole, but she got me right here. If I don't acknowledge that, then I'm very concerned about happy and what I look like. So I know that happiness is actually the catchphrase. Like, do all these things and you'll be happy. What it actually ought to be, in an accurate language, would be fulfilled. I'm full, and then I'm content. You don't have to get things to do that. You just have to engage all emotions and we let them come through you. Then you won't, happiness is just, it's on the barometer, but it's not who you are. It's not what you're striving for. Fulfillment alters everything. It's a presence people cannot deny. It's what people take notice of. Because if you think about it, when people are happy, if you don't think that they have a right to be happy or you think they're a jerk, it's something to be snide about. Why are they so happy? Did you see how happy they were? She has no right to be happy. She's lying because she's pretending she's happy. How do you pretend to be fulfilled? I mean, I get you can say, well, yeah, I feel fulfilled in my job. Like, there's always people who are going to lie about that, whatever. But fulfilled is a way of being. It's a presence. And your life probably looks a certain sort of way when you really get used and committed to being fulfilled. Like, people don't go, I don't know why they're feeling so fulfilled. Is that even a thing? Do people even say that? I don't know that I've ever heard that. Why does she say she's feeling fulfilled? Did you see that fulfilled look on her face? No. It's because very few people do it because they think that they're supposed to be happy. Be fulfilled. I mean, you can think of things that looks like you're doing to be happy and you're doing to, be sad. Or what do you do to be fulfilled? The doing comes out of already being fulfilled. The action starts to just flow. Happiness, you have to do things to get to happy. I get it's a point of view. I'm going to stand by it. I think it's absolutely accurate. Check it out. Think of how you judge fulfillment in people. And if they really are fulfilled, it's not usually something you feel jealous of. It's something you experience like, yeah, they are. I mean, look at them. Look at their life. Look at just how they walk, they talk. They are an experience of being fulfilled. With all the emotions there, no excuses, no apologies. However they show up is exactly how they show up. And there's nothing they have to change, do, or be to get there. It's just fulfilled. And that is what I learned today, and I'm fucking excited about it. Someone's telling the truth, and I don't even take credit for this. This is coming through. I just knew that I need to do it this way to get it out. Fulfilled. Not happy. Not sad. Takes a village to raise you.